Hi, friends. I'm Susan Axelrod, the confidence coach. Welcome to the confidence zone. I am a confidence coach for people in both life and in business. This brand found me over the last decade as I decided to morph my career into coaching and started working with people slowly and eventually getting more clients, getting certified, and now having long-term relationships with several clients. And the word confidence has stayed with me as I reviewed my work and my output, and most especially what people told me about how they felt when they worked with me. And that's how I became the confidence coach. And eventually I created the confidence zone, and I go live daily in the confidence zone. And my YouTube channel is called The Confidence Zone with Susan Axelrod, and so on. One of the best things about working personally with clients is how much I learn and grow. I can do a whole conversation on that another time. I just realized that would be a great topic in the confidence zone. But today I wanted to share something very interesting with you. One of my clients told me about the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And as I'm tuned in more orally through listening, instead of reading the book, I started listening to the podcast that Gay Hendricks was doing on the book topics with Mike Koenigs. I'm riveted to this podcast. It's really speaking my language. And so I've been listening and loving the conversations. Highly recommend to you. One conversation, I don't remember which one it was, I heard Mike Koenigs say something that was very interesting and relevant to me. So I'm not sure why or how it came up, but he said, I don't like the word zone anymore because it's a confining space. I like the word spiral. And I was like, oh crap, what? What did he just say? What did one of the top marketing gurus in the industry today say about the use of the word zone? And boy, did I wake up and pay attention to that. So I heard him, and then I, started having a conversation with my boss and my employees, which are all me, and said, what am I going to do? My brand is the confidence zone. Welcome to the confidence zone. And so in the old days, when I was younger and less confident myself, and definitely more moved by other experts and geniuses in their field, I possibly, if not probably, would have frantically re-envisioned my brand and been like, what am I going to call it? What am I going to change it to if zone is a bad word? Or especially for me, I'm all about growth, evolution, transforming the self, the soul rising. How can I be in a zone which is closed and confined? So are you with me? So today, in my more mature, expert zone of genius myself, that was Gay Hendricks' term, zone of genius, I sat with it and I thought about it. And I really know whom I'm intended to work with. I know the people who are finding me. I know what they need. I'm so tuned in. My system is called the Intuitive Business System. This system developed from me, for me, by me. So I'm an intuitive coach. I developed a system called the Intuitive Business System, and I went inside my own system into what I call the organic marketing method, and started having some meetings with myself. So in the end, I thought about it, and I brought a more, sort of feminine energy leadership to myself, a more feminine energy orientation to my business. And I said, you know what? I do believe him and trust him. Like, I've been following him and I know his work. And, it's not that I think he's wrong. No, I think he's right. I think he's right. But for me, for now, in my business, in my plan, with my marketing strategies, the confidence zone is working. So I assessed what's working. I always assess what's working, what's not working. The confidence zone is working. Perhaps somebody else says, it's a space, it's sort of a confined space. But for me, it's a really, really big space of need. Somebody close to me once said, why would I hire a confidence coach? Why would I tell anyone I work with a confidence coach? And I was like, I don't know, to get more confident in life or in business. You don't have to tell anyone you're working with a confidence coach. But the truth is, in the last decade, I've had well more than 150 personal coaching clients and my groups, and I have an online platform that people resonate with and respond to. And so other people think a confidence coach is merited. So I have observed, right? If a coach doesn't self-observe, forget it, you're with the wrong coach. I have observed that my brand is working for me for now. I have observed, and I know intuitively, and I know in the physical, as we say, that people desperately need to feel more confidence now in life and in business. I know this. How do I know this? A lot of people tell me I really don't feel confident enough to do that. I don't feel confident enough to, meet new people. I don't feel confident enough to risk a new business strategy. I don't feel confident enough to leave my, job, my W-2 paycheck and go out on my own, even though I have a deep passion about that thing, et cetera, and so on. And so while the word zone, according to Mike Koenigs, might be confining, I do believe him, I do trust that. My personal assessment for me at this time for my business is that it's working for me. So I want to invite you to come into the confidence zone with me. In what area of your life do you need a little bit more confidence? In what area of your life do you wonder, if my soul was in sync with myself, I would feel more confident to what? What is it that you need to feel more confident in order to do? Really, my work is about I call it going in and going deep very quickly. You're going to discover that in our discovery call. Everybody tells me that, wow, this call was a huge benefit, even though my discovery calls are free. I get right into it. So that is part of my business process. When you're done with the discovery call, you know what it's going to be like to work with me. And I'll tell your friends, it's always fun, but it ain't always easy. I invite you to step into the confidence zone with me. It's a big space. There's availability, plenty of availability for you. And perhaps one difference that I offer from what Mike Koenigs might be referring to is that in the confidence zone with Susan Axelrod is a sacred space, a safe, sacred, loving, nurturing, supportive space for you. And honestly, friends, while it might be a confined space, inside it's absolutely enlightening and transformative. So I'm curious to know what you think. Is this a good business decision for me or not? Or do you think this is a good business decision or not? I think for me, but you may have an opinion and I'm interested in it. So sticking here in the confidence zone, I invite you to step into this safe and sacred, soul-filling space so that you can rise in confidence in life or in business. You can get through your transition confidently. You can look ahead to the second half of life confidently. You can, if you're a young professional, get your next position confidently right here in the confidence zone with me. That's it for today, friends. I'll see you again in the confidence zone.